Hiya, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sorry if there's noise outside because there's lorries going up and down past and I don't know why, but hey ho, such is life. Today I'm going to just show you a look with my Naked 2 palette because I've been using the more neutral shades, as I'm sure you can tell from looking at the palette, and have kind of been neglecting the cooler kind of greyish tone shades. So I am starting off with a grey silver eyeshadow primer, and this one is just from e.l.f. What I just do is I'm just dotting a wee bit of it on the lids. I think I've actually gone a wee bit overboard, but just blending it up. Sorry about my nails, I haven't painted them in ages, I was giving them a break. So I just take that up kind of to my crease where I'm going to be applying eyeshadow, and obviously that just gives it a bit of more of a steely kind of cooler base to work with. So that's that one on. There's school kids going up and down past, and I'm really hoping they don't look in the window and think I'm a mentalist, which I am, but hey ho. So now I just take the brush that comes with the palette, which I use all the time because it's actually quite a decent brush, and I'm going to go all over the eyelid with Verve, which is the silvery colour there, and just all over the eyelid. I'm using the blendy brush end of it because I always find it easier just to put a wash of colour across the eyelid. I mean, you've already got that silver on there from the primer, but I think this obviously helps to kind of tie everything in together. So just take it up to the crease. Next I am going into the crease, I'm going to take Pistol, which is this kind of gunmetal grey, probably hence the name Pistol, and I'm taking it again on the blendy side. I'm taking it from, I usually take it from not the real outer corner but the kind of middle and blend it back and forth like so, and then do kind of circular motions to blend it in. So you're not just putting colour on and then blending, you're blending as you go. And by the way, I had all my foundation on before. If you want to see a foundation routine, then you just ask me in the comments below. So that is, for now, one crease done, and then pick it up another bit, go into the other eye, and like always I can never get eyes symmetrical because my eyes are two different shapes, and I do one and do another and I'm like, well, are they the same person? It's strange, but anyway, if you don't get them the same, you can always tidy it up with a cotton bud or blend it out or whatever. I usually just blend it. So I blend it up quite high, but not as high as it'll touch your eyebrows. You don't kind of want to look like you've been punched in the face, do you? Next I take the brush that I've been using. This is a brush from the Body Shop. It's just one of those wee angled, it's quite a big angled brush actually, which I have been using for my eyebrows, but it picks up quite a lot of colour, which is good. So it's quite good for a liner brush. So I'm going to take the darkest shade in the palette, which is Blackout, which is that end one, and it is a matte shade, but it's got glitter through it, but it doesn't have an awful lot of glitter fallout or anything like that. You can't notice the glitter whenever you put it in your eyes. So I'm just going back to this eye and just placing it on, you know, like a liner across my lash line from now, and then I'm just dragging it upwards kind of to blend it as I go. See that? So that I've kind of got a more smoky look. I'm just going to take a wee bit more and kind of wing it out a wee bit. and then drag that up because I'm going to be blending it into the outer corner. See? And do the same with the other eye. That's that one. And let's go back to this one again. Just a case of kind of doing that bit until you're happy with it. Again, if you've got it where it's not neat enough at the outside, you can take a cotton bud, or you can just take your foundation brush or whatever and tidy it up. Normally I would take a clean blending brush, but the clean blending brush has escaped my clutches and I don't have enough blending brushes, I have to say, so I'm just going to take the one that I had Pistol on, and Verve as well, and just blend it out because they're lighter colours anyway, so I can just blend it. So I'm just going to blend this line upwards, blend across a wee bit, just to kind of soften it so that it's not as harsh a black as it was, because we're going to put some liner on as well, so it doesn't have to be too harsh. You can of course use the shadow for a liner if you want it to do this blendy bit and then put another wee bit of shadow on. So I'm just kind of blending it upwards. Can you see? I'm blending it inwards, upwards, and kind of in the crease a wee bit as well, just to kind of deepen that crease a bit. And again, if you get any above your crease that you don't want, you can always go in with your foundation brush. Although, in all fairness, if you're going to add more eyeshadow at this point, don't bother doing that until the end, because you'll be doing it at the end anyway, because normally with dark shadows there's more fallout anyway. So I just tend to do it with my finger just to kind of tidy it up. Initially, the eyeshadow done, I'm going to go in with a bit of my Rimmel Exaggerate 100% black liquid eyeliner. Now this is actually something I used to use whenever I was a teenager, and kind of forgot about, because I went to gel liners and using eyeshadows liner and I just completely forgot. It's got a really nice wee nib on it so that you can get a really precise line, or you can get a thicker line if you want, and it's a nice liquid formula, and I better get on with it before it dries out on me or something. So I'm just going, again with this I kind of start, you can see, in the middle so that I'm not creating too much at one end and I can kind of drag it out either end. Well, that's my thinking on it and that's what works for me. So make sure it goes into kind of the lashes area because you don't want any skin showing, but you have that already, that blended out black below, so you've got, that's one eye. So I'm going on to my other eye again, starting in the middle. It does with this one, I don't know whether it's my creased eyelids or what, but it does tend to feather sometimes, so I just take the line up a bit further, then at that point I neaten it off. You can always make the other line thicker to match as well, so no matter. Some people like really thick eyeliner as well, so it's just personal preference, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm not going to bother doing a flick because I don't want to. So now I'm going to take this end of the brush that comes with the palette, and I'm going to take Pistol again, and I'm going to go under the eye with it. So you can take it as far down as you want, but it just depends kind of how you like it, I suppose, and join it up with, you know, the end of the eyeshadow on the other side, or on the top rather, sorry. yeah, it's all in the way you hold your mouth. I need to stop doing that face. It's always when I do bottom eyeliner for some reason. It's not like as bad on the top. I wish I could learn to talk properly whenever I'm doing eyeliner. So see where I'm joining it at the ends, and I'm going to go in with a wee bit, wee bit of the black heart on just in the outer corners. Just join up. Just, you can hardly see it, it's just a wee bit to darken it. And then I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution pigmenting thingamabobber eye dust in Supreme, and I'm going to find a brush that doesn't have grey on it. So this is just an e.l.f. professional blending brush, which I never really use for blending. I'm just going to take some of what's in the lid and just pop it in my inner corner, which, why am I doing this without a mirror? I really don't know. Yeah, don't stick it in your eye. It's not a good idea. Don't stick it in your eye. But what I like to use as a highlight is this booty call, which I've shown before. It's quite glittery, but meh. And always blend it down, you know, together with the eyeshadow, so there's no kind of harsh lines or anything. So that's the highlight and the liney bit, and I'm not going to bother with any eyeliner on my lower lash line. See, with me, waterline eyeliner tends to smudge down, and no matter what I use it tends to go down, and I don't know, I think I just have really watery eyes, so I don't tend to put an awful lot on, you know, like if I'm wanting it to last. Now it's time for mascara, and I'm taking the George by Asda Fibre Lash mascara, which I'm going to do a bit of a review on the bits and pieces I have from Asda. I don't know whether this will be up before or after it, but if it is I'll link it below. If it's not, expect it to come. So yeah, so I'm just going in with the mascara. With this mascara I tend to find that not to put on like two proper thick layers, because it clumps a bit, and it's one of those fibre lash mascaras that, you know, has the wee fibres in it. So I generally only do one coat with it, and then I do the bottom ones with the same as you know, the same dip as I did the corresponding top ones. Sorry, I'm really short-sighted, hence why the thing's in my face. So I'm on to the other one. And that's the mascara done. So that has actually completed my eye look with the Naked 2 palette. I hope you have found it useful, and let me know if you do recreate the look. You can message me, Twitter me, tweet me at LozzieLovesLippy, or Instagram LozzieLovesLippy. If you want to see any other looks with the Naked 2, or I have the Makeup Revolution dupe, if you want to see a comparison with that, or whatever you want to see, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!